Hi, my name is Zach Jornby. Today I'll be discussing the financial policies involving the NCAA's college athletes. First, I would like you to try to think of an organization that would require you to give back a personal achievement trophy because you had received financial compensation years prior. Then I would like you to try to think of the same organization that would deem a player ineligible, at the same time requiring them to donate $12,000 to a charity of their choice. The $12,000 would have been money that you had accepted years prior for moving expenses, the money which you had also already paid back. Excuse me. The NCAA is going to be that organization. If you follow sports at all or watch news, you may have heard of the growing frustration that people are having with the NCAA and involving the assistance that they give to its college athletes. In the year of 2017, the NCAA reported $1.1 billion of revenue. So much frustration about the NCAA deeming players ineligible has occurred to the extent that the governor of mayor put a bill in motion to allow James Wiseman, the player who had to donate $12,000 to a charity, to be allowed to play while the NCAA legally figured out what to do. Governor Tim Newsom of California recently passed a bill allowing college student athletes to receive compensation from endorsement deals, apparel with their image on it, videos, etc. If you are an artist or a musician or make YouTube videos, you are allowed to profit off of your content. So why not if you're a student athlete? Each season, student athletes put their body and mental abilities under immense stress to keep up with their training for their sport as well as the training for their academic careers, excuse me. LeBron James discussed his time as a high school athlete on a documentary called Shut Up and Dribble. LeBron James states that while attending high school, when going to games, he would see people with his face on it. He wasn't receiving money for the apparel that people were wearing or that companies were selling. At the same time, he was doing interviews on ESPN. His games were being moved from the local high school to local universities to allow for a bigger platform to be broadcasted on television. And he's not the first, even high school student, to receive this sort of recognition and spotlight at too young of an age. Zion Williamson, when he was in high school, videos were posted everywhere of his extreme talents. He was doing interviews, etc. And when he went on to Duke University, apparel was being sold with his images on it. Numerous videos were being posted. Essentially, he was the talk of Sports Center during his collegiate career. If the NCAA is reporting $1.1 billion of revenue, the governor of, the senator of New York, Kevin Park, recently put a bill in motion that would require colleges in that state, to give 15% of their reported revenue back to the student athletes. I think this is a good idea, not only because it would give students more incentive to stay in school, build their brand and image larger because they are currently profiting on it. At the same time, they would be able to continue to excel in their academic careers, especially seeing as how only 2% of collegiate athletes go on to become professionals. I also think it would be a good idea, because giving money back to the students would need to spend the money. Thus, more money would be going back into the economy. Local stores, local businesses could potentially flourish with the students around them receiving more money. Now, it might sound, oh, well, don't student athletes already get free tuition, this and that? If you are on a scholarship, yes. However, there are many student athletes who weren't brought to the school to play the sport, but rather tried out and were accepted onto the team. That's called a walk on. If you're considered a walk on, you're not eligible for the benefits that scholarship players are. Scholarship players are allowed to receive the tuition help, the $4,000 a semester for living expenses, etc. But if you're a walk on, like I said, you're not able to receive these benefits. Recruiting is also a strong issue in the collegiate sports field. With the scandals that take place, students are influenced to go to the bigger schools because their name will be shown at a much larger scale. Where if, the NCAA is allowed to give students money, then every school would have the same initiative to offer the student. Overall, I think that allowing NCAA players to profit off of endorsement deals or in some way, shape, or manner would not only be good for academic graduation rates, but also help local businesses around the area as well. Thank you.